Hello and welcome to the International Pentagon Challenge. My name is Kyanite and together we'll be embarking on a very special Football Manager journey where we'll aim to try and win every major international competition in all 5 continents, forcing our hand to play with hundreds of different types of players and most importantly hopefully create loads of awesome different types of tactics along the way. Once that's complete, only then are we allowed to set our sights on the biggest of all goals, the FIFA World Cup. How many nations will we have to manage until we work our way to the top? How many dodgy names will we have to pronounce along the way? So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hopefully we're going to have a lot of fun along the way. Right then, hello everyone and welcome to episode 9 of the International Pentagon Challenge. Now, if you've never seen an episode of the International Pentagon Challenge before, we're aiming to become champions of all 5 continents and then go on to win the World Cup. It's that simple. And we kind of have to do it with international teams rather than clubs. It's kind of tough, but hey, challenge accepted. So, in case you didn't watch the last episode, you should totally go back and watch it, even though I've kind of just spoiled what happened. But we beat Mauritius 4-0. So for that reason, this is probably going to be quite a quick, snappy episode. We're probably going to rotate our squad a fair bit and play some fringe players, because 4 away goals is pretty healthy, let's be honest. And we're at home as well, and we're going to be playing attacking, so hopefully, yeah, we're going to have a bit of fun in this episode, and it won't take too long, really. So, actually, let's take a quick look at our match preview. Now, schedule-wise, actually, before I go, I've got no idea what's actually going to be happening in 2020. Now, I can arrange friendlies, but I don't want to do that until I figure out when the next batch of World Cup qualifiers is going to be, providing we can beat Mauritius and not lose by 5-0. And, yeah, so based on that, we'll probably find out when the next episode will be. I'll probably not find out straight after the end of this game, but the next episode will obviously appear sometime after the release of this episode. I'm trying to get episodes out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then have weekends off. That's the schedule at the moment. It's not kind of set in stone, but that's kind of how I'm scheduling my videos to come out at the moment. So, yeah. On that note, match preview. Apparently we're still inconsistent, even though that loss had nothing to do with us. Under my management, we're yet to concede a goal, so let's wait and see whether Mauritius are going to figure out a way to change that. They might come out with their 4-3-3 narrow. If they do, we'll deal with it when it does come along. But, as we can see, we're the favourites, unsurprisingly. So, in terms of our starting lineup, a few changes coming in, really. Kadu remains in goal. Our back 4 is pretty much the same. Pirolito comes in as our ball winner. Manuel comes in as our playmaker, Brandao comes in as our inside forward, and Iano comes in to replace Gelson Dyer up front. So I've kind of aimed to try and keep some core strong players. I don't want to fully rotate the squad, but I feel like a lot of the core players will probably come off at half-time if it's still looking pretty healthy, right? So yeah, it looks like the Mauritius manager hasn't really learned from his mistakes of the past, and he's still going 4-4-1-1. A little bit boring, that, to be honest. I mean, come on, mate, you need 5 goals. You ain't going to score 5 goals playing Riamana up front on your own. Let's be honest. So here we go. We're instead of singing the national anthems, we're just having a quick chat. And, yeah, there we go. We are going to be playing in our famous red. One thing that is worth mentioning is that even though Clinton Mata obviously got a goal in the first leg, if you watch that, and yeah, we've got quite a few of his types of players who can play anywhere down the right hand side, basically. So it's kind of just like, he can play right back, he can play right wing, that was a dreadful pass, he can play right midfield, and it's quite useful when you've got them quite versatile players, really, to be honest. But I also feel like it helps us out defensively as well. Oh, penalty, there we go. Are we going to have another one of them dodgy penalties that we had in the last episode? Against Sudan, I think it was. Who's actually taking that? Is that Nzolo? Oh, it's Da Costa. Interesting. And, well, it's been saved. Okay, but yeah, so what was I saying? It's kind of helpful that we do have quite versatile players down the right-hand wing. Should have really hit the target there, Manuel. Because it also means that when he's doing that man marking, he's slightly better at doing that man marking. And defensively, when he wants to help out, he is a lot more helpful defensively. As well as having the necessary kind of ability going forward in terms of sheer pace, in terms of technical ability, in terms of passing the ball, in terms of crossing the ball. That goal is going to be offside though, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure we're about 3-0 up away from home at this point in time. Key is going to pick up the ball. Mata gets a tackle in. That's kind of what I was talking about. It's just a shame that he lost the ball again. Pirolito. I can't help but like keep thinking Despacito every time I say Pirolita. Pirolito. Pirolito. Tarito. Rayano. Good striker will score a goal. Pirolito. But yeah, just to explain why it says good striker in capital letters near his name, it's because obviously if you've ever done international management on Football Manager before, you'll know how much of a pain in the backside injuries are when you're an international manager. So basically when I kind of have an eye on a good player, come on, we need to score from this. Finish! Hey! So when I have an eye on a good player and basically I have to remove him from the squad, I kind of just add good something or whatever as a nickname to remind me for the next international intake to kind of add him to the squad again. Even though most of the time, if he's a very good player, your assistant manager will remind you to re-add him into the squad. It's quite interesting, international management on football. Oh, okay. It's quite... we finally conceded a goal, I guess, as Angola manager. It's quite interesting and different, you know, international management on Football Manager. If you've not tried it, I definitely think you should give it a go, even if it's just for a few tournaments or for a fun save. So we've lost a lot of possession in central areas, struggle for possession in the opponent's half. I kind of maybe have to blame the midfield for that, but as we can see from body language, the players know we're through, right? So yeah, I think it's about time we bring on some fresh legs and just give some other players a go. Interestingly, our goalkeeper somehow managed to get a yellow card. I'm not quite sure how he's managed that, but it is what it is. Danny Da Costa on a 6.1 after missing that penalty. So, 2 substitutions at the break. Ramalho, who plays for Athletic Bilbao, will come on at centre-back. And what was the other substitution I made? Yeah, Bruno Gaspar is going to come on at right-back. Let's see if we can help him regain a little bit of fitness and... really, let's just hope he's doing a better job than Da Costa. It's kind of like we started off this episode by speaking about Da Costa and how versatile he was. And it's kind of resulted in him playing a little bit poorly. So, corner, Gaspar whips the ball in. Yano will shoot and Yano will score. Quagica getting the assist. And yeah, credit where it's due to Yano. He's not as good as Gelson Thingamabob on paper, but he's certainly delivered the goods when it matters. And that means... it basically brings up our overall goal scoring tally to 7 goals over the 2 legs, which really isn't too bad. And that's what we're looking to do against these poorer sides, really. Keep things simple, play a good old-fashioned 4-4-2, play direct football, play to our strengths, get the ball forward, get the ball in the box, and just hope that our 2 strikers can finish. And I think it's safe to say, in comparison to what we saw in managing the DR Congo under-23s, that we've certainly been a little bit better at finishing, a little bit more clinical in the final third as Angola manager. That is going to be it pretty much for this episode. Unexpectedly, expectedly, we book our place in the next round of the World Cup Qualifiers. So I guess now, really, it's just a case of seeing if there are any upsets in the other results. So Algeria 5-1, Ghana 10-1, Cameroon beat Mali. Any surprises? Wow, okay. Central African Republic beat Congo. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough for him on aggregate. Any surprise results? It doesn't seem like we have any surprise results. So, yeah, they are what they are. And feel free to pause and take a look at them if you want to. 7-1, 5-1, 10-1, 9-1, 6-2. So, 7-4. So, some interesting results over 2 legs, to say the least. But there we go. The fans obviously seem very happy that Yano got a chance and... with how well he played. So it's good to see that we do have that decent backup striker ready to rumble when required. And I guess that's really going to be it. It's very difficult for me... Oh, there we go. I was going to say it's very difficult for me to kind of anticipate when we're going to be playing next. But as you can see, it is actually going to be in a year's time. Bloody hell, 329 days. Okay, well, I mean, from a positive perspective, it might result in some of the youth players getting a chance if some of them are capable. I mean, probably on paper right now, a better youth player is this lad, and he's not really good enough. But you never know. You never know. We've got a player called Zinedine. Nice. Zinedine Catarao. We might just nickname him Zidane if he's ever good enough. Advanced playmaker. Is that actually his name? Or is it like a nickname? Zinedine Zidane Moises Catarao. This guy is actually called Zinedine Zidane. And he's a playmaker as well. I mean, fair play to him. But he's kind of an insult to Zidane, to be honest. We've also got a player called Va. Va. And a Willian, which is unsurprising. Some interesting names there. But yeah, okay, so our group. We have been handed Benin, Kenya, and Senegal. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Senegal, 20th in the world. Some very, very good players. Koulibaly, Balde, Keita, Sadio Mane. Ooh. It's going to be a struggle, lads. It's going to be a struggle. I feel like we can take Benin. And I feel like we can certainly take Kenya. Even though there are no easy games in this group, to be honest. But Senegal are going to be a tough one. Now, what are the rules? So winners qualify for the third round, so there isn't some kind of like third place rule where if you get more points or whatever, you might still qualify. Adebayor is still playing for Togo, interestingly. Playing in Turkey as well. So yeah, we've basically got to top our group. I mean, to keep our hopes alive, we're going to have to make sure that we can basically beat Benin and Kenya both times we play them. And then if we can get a cheeky win against Senegal, it might not be the end of the world. But let's be honest, we are going to struggle against Senegal. Just look at that team. Look at that team. I'm surprised that he's playing a narrow formation, not, you know, using the width that you might get with someone like Mane and whatnot. But interesting. But anyways, we're not going to worry about the future for now. We're probably going to end up with some friendlies before these games. You guys don't really need to know about the friendlies. The friendlies are something I will do in my own time. Next episode will hopefully be, or really should be, our first World Cup Qualifier game against Benin, where hopefully we can say hello to Rudy Gestede or Steve Mooney. Rudy Gestede isn't even in the side. Okay then. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Sorry it's a little bit shorter than usual, but let's be honest, there's no point wasting time watching that second leg incomprehensive highlights, right? I guess in the meantime I can try and build a tactic to try and take on Senegal from a counter-attacking perspective, which I've not really gotten ready yet, which, considering how long I've been in this job, probably isn't something my boss is going to be very, very pleased about. But yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, remember to share it. It really helps me out a lot, helps people discover the videos, and we remain unbeaten. It's just a shame that we conceded a goal. See you next time.